Hi Pisces, welcome to a video on Jupiter in your sign, which is occurring in 2021 for a little bit. It's Raina here, and the specific dates that Jupiter is going to be in your sign is starting on May 13th until July 28th. There is a retrograde of Jupiter on the summer solstice of June 20th. And so from June 20th until July 28th, Jupiter will still be in Pisces, although it'll be going the opposite direction and losing degrees. It only goes up to 2 degrees of Pisces in 2021. And then at the end of the year, Jupiter goes back into Pisces on December 28th. So it's like a decent amount of time. And in the Northern Hemisphere, this is mainly taking place in the summer. And so for Pisces, this is your first house. Now, Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces and the 12th house, which means that there is some comfort level when Jupiter is in the sign of Pisces. And it's aligned with some of the things that Jupiter represents. Now, what is interesting for you, Pisces, is not only do you have Jupiter transiting your sign and the promise of Jupiter staying in Pisces throughout 2022, but you have Neptune in your sign, and Neptune has been in your sign for probably about 10 years now. So Jupiter and Neptune, while they are different in what they represent, because they have at one time, and Jupiter and Neptune is the current ruler of Pisces, ruled or currently rule Pisces, they do have certain things in common. The main thing is God. The idea of God, the study of spiritual matters, or the interaction with spiritual matters. And so this can be a very good time in general for all of us when it comes to the magnification, which is what Jupiter does, of spirituality. And I could see it being something that is something of a blessing, an inspiration. And for you in particular, this Jupiter transit is in the first house of the self. So all things that have to do with you are lucky, and you feel a sense of expansion. Now, let's get out some of the negative things out of the way. There could be can be your body, so you have to watch that your body is not expanding too much. Now, obviously, if you're underweight, that can certainly be helpful, because that might be you've been trying to gain weight. But Jupiter can create the body's expansion if the person overindulges, which Jupiter is known to do. So too much of a good thing, that kind of thing. So you have to watch out for that. But on the positive side, you're going to have a whole new Jupiter cycle when Jupiter is in that first house. So you may just feel like you are aligned. The Wheel of Fortune in the tarot is connected to Jupiter. So, of course, the angle of luck is associated there. But also, I think, I really think of it in terms of alignment, where you happen to go someplace and you're at the right place at the right time. You just seem to know what to do, and you're guided. Maybe there is some kind of spiritual component to it, where your intuition is heightened because of it, that you're more prophetic or what have you. But in any case, whatever's going on, you just may feel that, Lady Luck is drawing herself to you. And so you might feel lucky in general. You may feel like more positive, like upbeat. And Pisces is a sign that sometimes can get a little bit disappointed by. And one reason is because Pisces can be overly idealistic. Neptune is a planet that is associated with fantasy, and sometimes Pisces has a hard time telling reality from fantasy because they live in both worlds, or you live in both worlds. But this can just be a real, and I just think also being a water sign that, and the ruler of the 12th house, that can also affect how you view life. But this can make you much more optimistic about your prospects. And, if you believe in law of attraction, then one thing can lead to the other, more positive things coming your way if you believe that they're going to be there. If you have your chart, see if there are trines that are made either to the 5th house, or, well, you could say even both, to the 9th house, because these are houses that are fire houses and connected to creativity and travel. And that might make it more possible because Jupiter is the ruler of that 9th house of travel. And Jupiter's like a benefactor. So Jupiter, it's like Santa Claus wanting to gift people with things. And in this case, it's just, since it's in the 1st house, it's the general scope of your life as it is right now. And it can apply to different areas of life. I think that, as we get into the houses past the first one, then we start getting more into specifics. But this is the beginning of a new cycle. So anyway, Pisces, and definitely philosophical matters may be, or spiritual matters, may be things to really focus on, that you can elaborate on, and like spiritual studies, that might be very positive for you. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.